Take you to a live event on the go. President Cyril Ramaphosa on a site visit to the Giyani water project where he's inspecting. Let's take a listen now.
Come here and do an oversight visit or check. Nikumekari the whole day Nyamuta today to go to the source of the water that should come to Giyani. Adiele Nandoni in the morning to go and see the full operation na progress layetiwaku to bring water to this place ya Giyani. Now makale yana yamati ala Giyani has been a problem for 19 years. 19 years, and it's been a problem. Up to 3 billion rand. Inyamalele kufana na mati loko angena kasanti ayitivi kuri helele ku imali ya kona. Now after 3 billion rand that was spent to make sure that our people here in Giyani get water, we still don't have water. I've heard what you all have said. You said you want water. Nothing else but water. And that is what has brought so many of you here today. Now, Singobe, as he stood up to either welcome us or to do whatever he said, Babule shilushi wenzena kuri banu balaba mati. Water. And abawala bitolo, bawala banyamutla. Nesitwe kahle, and Constitution yami fumela, kuri you should have water. Section 27 of our Constitution, iri, everyone has the right to have access to healthcare services, sufficient food and water, and social security. So water is not only life, water is a right that you all have. And we accept that over these many years, as a people of this area, you've been denied your constitutional right to have water. Now, since ni appointed Minister Mkhunu, loko nimo appointed nteka yena, one of the biggest challenges that we face in our country today is water. And I would like you to tackle this very difficult challenge and address the problem of water and sanitation. And since I appointed Minister Mkhunu, he has been going through the length and the breadth of this country, via all over, from Limpopo right through to the Cape, from the eastern side of the country, KwaZulu-Natal, right through to the west, and he has been paying attention and informing himself about the water situation in our country. He has studied the water reticulation process in our country. He has studied the water source situation in our country, but he also knows the challenges that our people are facing. And recently, on Nike report, our president, problem yamati yale Giyani, we are addressing it vigorously, and we are going to solve it after all these many years. And he told me, Kori, I now know what the problem is, but I also know how we can solve the problem. And I'm paying attention to how we can solve that problem. So last week, Utekamina, I would like you to come for an oversight check. Just come and check what we are doing, so that if there are certain things that we are doing wrong, you can tell us so that we can correct them. So as I said this morning, unteke anisa le nandoni, and ukashe nati engineers, ukashe ti engineers nabantu lava tiba kukutira iswa mati. One of the engineers wendla doctorate manjeni, ungene xikolo aendla degree ya civil engineering, aheta aendla honors, aheta aendla masters. Sweswi unbyele kuri uta heta doctorate ya yena, PhD ya mati. Loko ni mungisela irile nandoni, ani yingisela professor wa mati, a real professor of water. Ulekwi ungayima vanhu va ku vona iloyi irisimati iyena loyi, and uhuma kola in'wana wa kola, and unibyele kahle kuri what is it that they are doing. Anhlamusela kahle in great detail, in so much detail, anteka ke anisa naka pump station, anhlamusela kahle kuri mati la alaveka kula afana kuri mangwane ahuma le Great Letaba, but mati ale awafambi kahle, awafiki kahle la. Kuna ti reason totala. One of them hiku kuna vanhu van'wani va nga pfalela mati, van'wani va vona I va ZZ, ni va vitana va mani va ZZ. And so therefore swa boha kuri we must have two sources of water that will come here. One source ita huma le Great Letaba, one source ita huma le Nandoni. And source ya le Nandoni iyalungisiwa manjeni. I saw it myself. I saw the progress. I know kuri kuna vanhu vo tala la va swi doubta, and I know you are justified in your doubts because you've been disappointed for so long. For 19 years you've been disappointed. Your hopes have been dashed. You no longer have confidence kuri ita kota ku swi heta leswi na swa project ya la Giyani. Namuntlha I saw for myself kuri progress ikona. There is a great deal of progress. And isungule njani na? Hosi Ngobe, he has already testified to it. Look, Minister Mkhunu angena, he made sure kuri kubana involvement yaban botala, the various stakeholders must be brought together so that un'wana na un'wana a participator kuri hi kota ku va na ti-solution ka mhaka leyi ya mati. And he has set up forums so that government must not be seen to be doing things on its own, but it must work together with our people. There are many people who criticize us. But criticize Amina, Shined and I and our minister. But, oh, why are you always setting up these forums? I can say that the way the minister has approached the water challenges here, as testified by Ndabezi Tangobe, is one of the best ways of addressing the problem, because what he has done is to bring everybody together so that one on one must hear exactly what is happening. What has the minister done, which is being coordinated by Mayor Wahina Wamupani? He has brought together the Department of Water and Sanitation and brought together the key officials, the key engineers who know about water. He has brought together the district municipalities. Yes, he's also brought together Lepelle Northern Water, the greater Giyani municipality. He's brought together Bandabezi Tabaina, now the organizations of civil society and business formations and many others. He's brought them together into this project. And the other important thing, a good minister has had, not the officials, they've had many visits, many visits. Akaran Biela Kori, anga endi na appointment. He just gets into his car and comes here. Kutatibonela kori progress ifamba njani na. And nyamuhla utise mina kuri nitibonela kuri progress ikona kambe aikona na. Namuhla nitibonerile kuri progress ikona. There is progress that is underway. We are making progress, and that time frame le angaibeka ya September. Imakaya, due to a number of other challenges, he didn't meet the time frame, but he came back here and apologized. We have not met that time frame, and gave an explanation why. Now, I would rather have a minister who explains why they have not met the time frame than have one who just runs away and never comes back to our people. He has not run away. He has come back here. And he's also been giving an update continuously to the Premier. Premier Matabata confirms, the minister, not the officials, they continuously give him a progress report. So they come here continuously. Now, Minister Mkhunu and his officials have demonstrated total commitment, not only to this project, by the way, not only to this project, because the problem of water is an overarching problem all over the country. And nearly everyone who has a problem in our various provinces will testify to the fact that Minister Mkhunu and his department, they do go around to all the provinces, by the way. There's not a single water problem or water system problem, let me put it that way, that he does not know about and his officials don't know about. There is not a single challenge that we have in our country that he's not aware of. And in the past, yes, we've been making promises. We've been saying with a solve a problem, lay, na lay, na lay. And I must say now that we are increasing the capacity of the state, and we are attending to some of the key problems in the state. We are beginning to gain traction. And in the water sector, that is where we are also beginning to demonstrate yes, we do have the capability to solve the problems. One of the things that the minister also said, Mali ay problem. Na hambi va die 3 billion rand. And 3 billion rand le hai lava ku ri vuya. Hai lava. Because yes, and I'll come to that, there will be consequences. But problem ya mali ay gone. I problem ya capacity, I problem ya corruption, I problem ya banulava, who always want to scheme and make lots of plans, Kori. How can they siphon money out of the state? Your money. Now, so money is not the problem. Capacity, yes, is the problem. We are solving the capacity problem. And that is why we are employing young engineers. Young engineers who are knowledgeable, who are women, who are young men, who are black, who know their craft, who are able to commit themselves to work for the people of our country. And let us applaud these young men and women for the work that they are doing. Minana tibonela for myself, this morning I saw a few of them. Indeed, they are committed. Bangwan babo na ba humakola, ba humakwala, Giyani amalamlele, bangwan ba humale, abe and so forth. They are there. One wabo na Imativa, he is also here. They are working very hard to make sure that we address this problem. So commitment, ikona, and the time frame, le ingabekwa minister. We aim kore by March, hitabahi hetile program project le inkwai, kore namati, and niteka minister. It's not only kore kuba namati, mati afala kore angena tindwini tabani. And so, that's what we are going to work for. Koremati Africa local. If we are not able to reach that goal, we must come back. We must come back and explain, Kore, why we are not able to reach that goal. And that is the openness, the transparency that we need from our government. Kore, we must be able to explain. You must understand why we are not able to get to that goal. But the target, 2023 by March, is solve the problem in Kwat. The pipe imagine atayimanga on the side of the road. Ikale na mina loko niti fambela ndawo leti. Nibona kuriti pipe from Nandoni ti imile on the side of the road. Manje ti a connectiwa. Seti connectiwile ti pipe. Namati manje a tunela atafika kola. Kunga helanga ngarwolea. And I would like you to have confidence in that. Kurmitemba kuri yes. Mati atafika kufana na Hosingobe. Hosingobe bate, he can see the progress that is being made. And if there's going to be lack of progress, the forums that the minister has set up are going to discuss this and find a solution. The other important thing, the local businesses must also participate in this whole process. Kunga humi company le huma kule apitori kambe le Cape Town itala the business itala tinga participate. We want the local businesses to participate. Loko va nga koti ku endla ntirho, if they do not have the skill base, it must fully be explained why we need to go and get a company from far away. But that company must work with our local companies. Kubana local economic development, COLA, because water is life and water is supposed to generate business to advance the economy of this area. In the end, it must become the breadbasket of our country. The soil in this area is so rich. You've got the richest soil in the whole country. All you need is to have water so that nangwina mikota ku endla irrigation ta fana na leti lava van'wani who are preventing water to come to you by ZZ2. And lava ZZ2 nisitwile ku ri miri yini hi vona. They have been given notices. Minister tells me they've been given 6 notices and they have to respond in 30 days. We are going to engage them. We are going to engage them. ZZ2 is the biggest tomato producer possibly in the world. They employ a lot of people. But in advancing their own business, we want Kuri, they too must take into account the interests of our people. Banu laba ba votela ku government nabona, their interests must be taken into account. So nabona, we are going to engage them. They are an important role player. So in engaging them, we will see Kuri balance kanjani. How should we balance an economic activity like that of a big company like that, as well as the interests of local businesses, as well as the interests of our people? Because nobody must be denied access to water. Water is a right that every one of us has. So in the end, there must be fairness in water distribution. There must be fairness in the way that we treat the issue of water, because we want everybody to benefit from the water sector in the same way. Look, we will also be creating jobs. Banubotala, many of our people are not working, and they're in the So through this important resource of water, we should be able to generate growth in our economy, to ensure that there's job creation, to ensure that businesses are created and businesses do get to grow. So, Banvotala, they want to know the consequences na kabanu lava who were involved in the project ya Giyani in the past, where there was no progress. As the minister said, the Special Investigating Unit, SIU, ICARE, is working on a number of investigations. And as the minister said, we are going to have that unit investigate everything. And there will be consequences. Where money has disappeared without work being done, there shall be consequences. So, minake nebona progress yotala. Unwana kusukaka sis Esther wale Greater Letaba, and babule imunu langa akadamu and kuaba mati. We are going to solve all this. And kuaba maintenance at the pipe, there shall be maintenance at the pipe. And one obule uri mati afanele ku ri ava kona because you are buying water. And in the end, because mati na wona, it's an important economic resource. Kuta fanele ku ri ku planwa kahle hi va masipala va hina ku ri mhaka leyi ya ku hakela mati ta fambiswa njhani na, because ku endla ku ri ku va na mati to pump water from Nandoni, from Greater Letaba, ku wa yisa ka Msami Dam, it takes quite a lot of resources. So ku ta fanela ku ri loko ya mahlweni, yes ku va na mhaka leyi ya ku hakela mati, but right now lava ku ri mi tshama mi ri ready, mi tshama mi ri ready loko nkarhi walowo wu fika, loko mati mi wa vona tindlwini ta n'wina. That's the next chapter that we need to go to. And Moses Makwana u vulavule hi ti-clinic ku ri ti-clinic ti tirhisa borehole water. Loko mati loko se a famba a fika la, there won't be any more or further use for the clinics to use salty water. So now the water will now be reticulated to our hospitals, to our clinics. Na mani Johanna vate bona bafamba up to 20 kilometers. Ay antibike. 20 kilometers ile hesinen. Mare, I am sure, what I am sure about, yes, va ti famba ti kilometer ba teka mati. And Eric Chabalala, uvulavule hi pipe, ungare, it looks like he has some knowledge. Ute wa suggesta ku ri ti pipe direction ya tona ti famba njhani. Anga vonana na engineers ta hina ku ri va vulavula hi swona. Ni rande va mani Joyce Mashele. Ungaku ni vatwe vako munhu wa hina. So, no, mani Mashele. Ngaku anta tsaka ngopfu loko mite munhu wa mina. Imagine, mar no, mi vulavule kahle, mar mani lava n'wana ni vito ra vona ni ri twanga kahle. Vate president wa ku saseka. I khale va yisa lawa ni va byela ku ri mina ni sasekile. Manje a va nga ni tshembi. Minister Mkhunu, I'm saying, kudala ngenitshela ukuthi no mina ngiyazibona. Namhlanje usizwele ngokwakho. Umama ushilo ukuthi hayi upresident muhle. Mani Miriam bale 14B. Babulabule ZZ2 ayibona ntsena. Ni bulabule yona mhaka leyi ya ZZ2. We will, as I said, approach it and we will address the issue of ZZ2. Kuna un'wani wa youth, ani mtwanga kahle ku ri a ri yini, ta vulavula na mina later. Wa Calvin Ngobeni, ute lipelle ya compromise ngopfu. And Mopani it really the boreholes totala and they no longer have water. But I would admit Mopani municipality, Greater Mopani municipality has been trying to solve the problem. And that's why they resorted to having boreholes. Because the boreholes, they do help when there's a shortage of water. And sometimes the boreholes do run dry when there's no rain. Because boreholes depend on water dripping down to the bottom. So let's not just dismiss the effort that they were making. They were trying to solve the problem. Now, our legislative structure is such that the district municipalities itona which are water authorities. And that is why na Premier, Ari, province, yona self, it has no authority on water. But what we are saying is that we have to find a way of being able to work together. And that is why these forums that the minister has also set up, have found a way of working together, and they should also include the province, the district municipality, local municipalities, and all these other forums. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Kotakamina today la, it was just to ascertain and to inspect Korkuna progress now, whether there is progress or not. And I do often do that. The other day, anie a Northern Cape, na Languta, I was going to inspect whether the renewable energy source, ya solar energy, is being installed or not. They are only going to be done in 2024. But it was important for me to go and check to see whether progress is being made. Similarly, today I've come here to come and see whether there is progress. And I'm really pleased to say, Kore, what I have looked at, including our Deputy Minister Kekana, our monitoring and evaluation. We come here to come and see whether there is progress. And we will be doing it to many other projects. Ntabuyala, I will come back when all the taps now have water. Koribana celebration. Hidjanyama, kubana homu. Because this is work in progress. But what is important with a day like today is that we can really see, Kore, there is something that is being done and there is progress that is being recorded. And one on one, there is movement. Nati pipe manje na theta sungula kubana mati. And in the end, it is going to culminate in what Minister Mkhunu said. And he has set up a very tough program for himself. Utibekele program ya tough, because by next year in March, there should be real progress here. Do I believe Korkutabana progress na? Yes. And tata, mina self, nta cheka kuri minister when the progress or not. Loko anga yendlange antibi kurkuta endleka yini yena self. So Minake, Laba, I want to end by saying, I thank you for being here, and I thank you for allowing us to give you this progress report. Mi pfumela ku ri ta mi byela ku ri endla yini na. Ni tlhela ni futhi ni khensa ku ri mi byerile ti-problem ta n'wina, ti-challenge ta n'wina, ha swi amukela hinkwaswo. Mina futhi ni amukela ku hagiwa hi vamhani na ku byeriwa ku ri ni saseke ngopfu na ku byeriwa ku ri na rhandziwa. Ni khense swinene. Thank you.
Cyril Ramaphosa there speaking out in Giyani, talking about the Giyani water project and giving an update on the progress that has been made and what's still outstanding. We will recap on what he has covered in that, but we need to take you to another event on